නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස බුද්ධං ධම්මං සංඝං නමස්සාමි. Hello dear friends, I am Venerable Medavi from Pasyala Bolankanda Thapoarana Monastery. Over the past few weeks we have given a talk on the solution way, I could say, and it's all about finding the peace in everyday moments. And most of the time I was trying to explain through in a practical way, and it's all about Buddhist philosophy. And lately we discussed about how do we get mindful when we speak, and I call it right speech. And today, starting today, I wanted to explain about how our actions are getting comfortable with mindfulness, and how do we make peace with our actions. Okay, so I call this moments matter or routines. So my dear friends, today we begin a journey into the heart of ordinary life. In this series titled Moment Matter, is not about escaping the world but entering it more fully with presence, with awareness and gentle wisdom. The Dhamma does not ask us to change our lives, it invites us to change how we live them, moment by moment. In this first talk, we explore the first step, the beginning of the day. It may seem like a small moment, almost too ordinary, but in the Dhamma, nothing is too small. In fact, it is in the small that the greatest is often revealed. When we talk about the power of the first moment, each morning we wake up to a new day. For many of us, the moment our eyes open, the mind is leaped forward. Thoughts rushed in, tasks to do, message to take, worries, hopes. Without noticing it, we are already running and the day has barely begun. But my suggestion is, what if we pause? What if we allow the first few minutes to the day to be slow, mindful and sacred? The Buddha taught us that the liberation begins with mindfulness, and mindfulness begins with body, with breathing, with awareness of what is happening right now. In the Satipatthana Sutta, the Buddha describes four foundations of mindfulness. The first one is mindfulness of the body. It says Kaya Anupassana. The second one is mindfulness of feelings, Vedana Anupassana. The third one is mindfulness of mind, Chitta Anupassana. The fourth one is mindfulness of Dhamma or the actions, Dhamma Anupassana. And among the first instruction in Kaya Anupassana is Gacchanto va, for example, like Gacchanto va gacchami iti pajanati. When walking, he knows I am walking. This simple awareness, I am walking, or I am standing, or I am sitting, so forth, is a doorway to freedom. So, how do we begin mindfully? Let's talk through some ordinary morning steps and see how we woven into each one. Number one, waking up. When you open your eyes, don't rush. Before the mind grabs your phone, mobile phone, or your to-do list, just pause. Take a one deep breath. Feel your body resting. Notice the quiet. Smile gently to yourself. This pause is a powerful declaration. I choose to begin with the awareness. You can silently say, I am awake. This is a new day. May I walk it with presence. Number two, feet on the ground. As you swing your legs and place your feet on the floor, feel the contact. Notice the coolness of or warmth. Be aware of what transition from sleeping to standing. This is mindfulness of posture, a practice directly recommended by the Buddha. 3. Morning routine. Brushing, washing, dressing, something like that. Choose one task to do slowly and mindfully. For example, while you're brushing your teeth, feel the texture, taste, the movement of your hand. No need to rush. Let that moment be full. It is not a technique. It is a way to honoring life, even its mostly ordinary forms. Number 4, drinking water or tea. Hold the cup with both hands. Feel its warmth. Look at the water. Smell the aroma. Then drink slowly. This is not just hydration. It is nourishment of presence. Number 5, walking to your next activity. As you walk, you can notice your steps. Don't hurry. The Buddha says, when walking, knows you are walking. You are not walking to get somewhere. You are walking to be where you are. One morning, a young monk asked his teacher, Bante, how can I be mindful when I have so much to do? The teacher didn't answer directly. Instead, he slowly picked up a cup, sipped his tea with full attention, and then smiled. Just begin with one sip, he said, and keep sipping the moment throughout the day. At first, the young monk didn't understand, but the next morning he drank his tea with awareness. And something shifted. The day did not feel like a race, it felt like a presence. He did not add more to his routine, he had simply met it fully. When we begin our day with a rush, we train the mind to chase. When we begin our day with a rush, we train the mind to chase. When we begin our day with awareness, we train the mind to rest. The first 5 minutes can affect you the next 5 hours. This is not a theory, it's a practice. And like all practice, it begins now. The Satipatthana Sutta does not speak only to monks or the people who in the monasteries, scholars. It speaks to everyone who walks, eats, stands, and breathes. It gives us tools to awaken right where we are. You don't need to change your whole life. Just begin with how you wake. One mindful breath is better than 100 distracted actions. A peaceful morning can ripple into the peaceful day. Begin again and again. Each morning is a new chance. Dear friends in the Dhamma, let your mornings become a gentle ceremony, not something special you do once, but a daily act of remembrance. The remembrance that life is precious, that time is fleeting, and that peace is possible now. May we all begin our days with mindfulness. May our first steps lead us inward. May each morning be a fresh beginning. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sukhi hotu. Thank you for listening. See you next time.